Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast number 488. And this one is going to be called Don't Test Old Street Dudes. And I'll tell you why. I know not to do that because I grew up in/near the hood. I know what the situation is. I knew some dudes who did some things. They weren't my friends, but I knew them. They were around the neighborhood. I knew them by first name. They kind of knew me by first name, not because I talked directly and became friends with them, but because obviously people would yell my name. You know, some of them actually came to a comedy club and saw me performing, and I got mad respect because they saw me doing my thing, right? So we knew each other. And I knew some of those dudes. And I knew what some of those dudes were capable of doing. But fortunately, because they knew me as the performer, the entertainer guy, and that kind of thing, they kind of left me alone. But I saw what they could do. I saw it. Ooh, or I heard about it. Oh, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because today I was going to a store. One of my relatives, I don't know how that. There's a couple of my relatives. I don't know if they got a GPS tracking device on my car, but somehow they seem to know when I'm near a store, and they call me and well, hey, what's going on? Ask what you doing. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, are you at home right now? No, I'm driving. Oh, okay, yeah. Where you at? Well, I'm at Floppy Flop Street. Oh, is that by the supermarket? Yeah. All right, could you pick me up a floop-de-whoop, a boop-de-boop, a floop-de-bloop, and a bloop-de-bloop? And I'll give you the money when you get here? Yeah, okay. And here's the thing. I don't know if they're calling the other relatives. You know, S. Anthony's at the supermarket right now. What? Well, maybe he can pick me up some bloop-de-bloops, choop-de-choop, choop-choop-choopity-choopty-choops. Hello? Yeah, what's going on? Hey, S. Anthony, where you at? And in the back of my mind, I'm going, you know daggone well where I'm at because you called 35 seconds after the last phone call. You normally don't even call me on the weekend, on those Sundays. So, okay, I might as well just tell him where I am because he knows where I'm at the supermarket right now. Oh, you're at the supermarket? Oh, well, since you're there, give me a goop. And I'm like, oh. And I'm telling you right now, that's one of those times when you want to put your phone on airplane mode so you don't wind up shopping for half your family with their lazy behinds. So he actually caught me in the parking lot walking into the supermarket, to be honest with you. So when I'm walking in, outside of the supermarket, sometimes there's nobody out there. Maybe they have some hacks out there. And I don't know what, people listen to this podcast in different countries and different regions of the country also. So here on the northeast corridor of the United States, when they say hack, that just means a person who sits in the parking lot, waits for someone to come out with bags that is going towards the subway, and they will give them a ride home for a nominal fee. I'll give you a ride home for $5. Where you live? I live at Johnson Street. Oh, that's only 10 blocks. I'll give you a ride for $5. Right? And you're sitting there going, well, it costs roughly that amount to get on the train. I'll just get in this stranger's car and take a ride home. And for the most part, nothing happens, right? And after a while, when you see the same hacks at the store, you build up a relationship with them. And you trust them because you've had 55 rides with them, and they look at you and they see $5 or whatever the amount of money they charge. So they say, okay, they see you come and they go, that's $5. Okay. And then they come back and they see another, and you become regulars. But here's the thing. There's also people outside that are younger guys, teenagers, sometimes even older, maybe a 20-year-old or something, that help people take their stuff to the car. And a lot of times, just like with the hacks, they have regulars, people that go, because I had a guy when I hurt my back last time. There was a guy that would always take my stuff I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this guy $3 to carry this stuff to the car. My back's killing me. And it got to the point where he got so used to taking the stuff to the car that when my back healed up and I was okay, I was like, you know what? What the heck? He relies on this bread. I'm not going to just shut him down. So I let him take my stuff to the car, take my stuff to the car, take my stuff to the car. No problem. No big deal. So like I said, people have regulars. They count on that money. When they see you coming, they go, that's $3, that's $5. They can literally see you coming into the store knowing there's 5 people that they normally take stuff to the car. They're going to be coming out at different times. It doesn't take that much time to get stuff from the supermarket to across the parking lot. So they go, okay, that's $20 right there. But what happens when somebody new comes along? What happens if you're occupied with one regular and another regular comes out? Another enterprising person is going to go, well, let me take this stuff to the car. And that's where the conflict comes in. And that's what happened today. Now, as it turns out, I don't need anybody to take stuff to my car anymore. And the guy that used to do it is long gone. But this was a whole different situation. And I'm seeing people kind of circle around a couple of dudes like it was a boxing match. I was like, what is this? It was like the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. They were sitting there. And who was it? Two dudes. It was a security guard and one of the guys that takes bags to people's cars. Why was that happening? Because there was two dudes in conflict. They both kind of took this guy's stuff to the car. One was his regular, one was a semi-regular, but they were both there at the same time. And there was not that many people in the supermarket at the time, except for the people outside watching the fight that was about to happen. And they were about to get this throwing down. They were about to try to whoop each other's behind. They were about to get it in. But of course, the security guard can't let that happen. He comes outside. He's got the security guard uniform on. Hey, guys, break it up. I can't have you fighting out here. That's not good for business. Come on now. One of the guys says, man, bleep this. And he walks away. But the young guy, the younger of the two guys, didn't like it. Because the guy that tried to stop him put his hands on both of their chests to separate them. And the other guy that walked away was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. And he decided to leave. But the young guy didn't like it. Man, get your hands off me, man. You don't touch me, man. You ain't my father, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll bust your... He said some stuff I don't want to say. I'll kick your flip. I'll put my foot in your baba. And the security guard is very, very calm. He's not fazed at all. And this young guy is getting all close to him, balling up his fists, moving all around, huffing and puffing. I'll kick you out, man. You don't know who you talking to. You don't know who you talking to, man. You don't know who you talking to. Oh, you don't know who this is. You don't know who I am, man. You don't know who I am. And the security guard is just looking at him, unfazed, unconcerned, not even flinching. And I'm standing there as I'm trying to walk around him, and I'm looking at the young guy, and I'm going, yeah, 20-year-old. That 29-year-old you're huffing and puffing in front of hasn't flinched once. You made a lot of feints to him like you were going to do something. He didn't flinch once. You have no idea. I'm already looking at the security guard, and I'm realizing that is a straight up street dude. I guarantee you he's been to jail a couple of times. I guarantee you he's been in some serious fights. And I'm guaranteeing you he knows how fast his reflexes are. He's already looked at the young guy, assessed him as not a threat, already has his physical timing down, and realizes if this kid swings at me, it's over for him. And then he just kind of goes, kid, just calm down. I just can't have you fight on it, okay? Man, yep, you, man. I'll kick you, I'll stomp it. I'll bust your get you hookity. And the security guard goes, all right, I gotta go. I don't have time for this. And he calmly walks in. Very professional. Door closes behind him. I'm on the other side of the door. I walk in, and I see the security guard talking to one of his friends who was just about to come out to back him up, and he was laughing. Your friend was about to get into a fight and he's laughing. Why? I'm walking behind him. I'm hearing that conversation. And the friend of the security guard goes, that kid has no idea what you was about to do to his punk ass, does he? And he goes, nah, says, I wasn't going to touch him. If he swung at me, I was going to. And then he started talking about, man, look, man, I had a dude like that. I knocked out dudes way bigger than that when I was inside, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude don't even understand, man. I was a boxer. I was a this, that, man. I got a... You know what I'm saying? I got to, you know what I'm saying? My brothers knows jujitsu. So this guy's got some training, and he was a street dude. Yet young guy doesn't realize how close he came to being destroyed. And I assessed him correctly. I could smell it. I could tell this was a street dude because I was around street dudes my whole life when I was younger. Like I said, I wasn't one of them. I didn't roll with them. I committed no crimes. I've never done anything like that. But when you live in/near the hood, you know these dudes and you know what they look like. Even when they're reformed, even when that part of their life is over with, you can see that it was there. Like if you see a guy in really good shape, all muscled up, you don't actually have to see him in the gym working out to know that he goes to the gym, do you? Right? If you see a guy who has great cardio and he's thin and he's real thin, toned muscles, you don't have to know he runs or ran in college and high school, do you? No, you can tell. Especially if you know guys who ran, and you know guys who are bodybuilders. You know what they look like. And if you grew up around street dudes, you know a street dude when you